7 social media secrets that people are just not talking about right now. I understand that sometimes people be gatekeeping and keeping things to themselves because or for whatever reason. But on today's episode, I'm going to tell you what are the top 7 social media secrets that people are not talking about that you need to know. Welcome back to another episode of the Keenya Kelly podcast, where we talk about all things business, social media, making money online. Today is a social media day because we're talking about 7 secrets that people are just not talking about. Then now I know about them because I try to be in all the circles and know all the things. But today I am pretty much spilling the tea on 7 things that people are doing this year that I feel like you need to know. Now, it is important to know that just because people are doing these things does not mean that you need to do any of them, that you need to do some of them, or that you need to do all of them. It just means that this is what is happening and people aren't talking about it. And you get the opportunity to decide what to do with that once you know about it. Okay. Like a lot of this stuff that I talk about, on my show on YouTube, some of it I do and some of it I do not do because I test different things to see what feels good for me, what feels good for my audience, and then what really makes sense for my life and for my business. But either way, my goal is to always keep you updated on what is happening, what is working, so that you can have the most success that you want to have on social media. So I mentioned that there are 7 things. Now, there's a lot of things that are happening. Some things I know about, some things I don't know about, but I just made a list of 7 things that I do know about and am seeing people have success with it. And I want to tell you what those are. And I'm going to tell you some of the ones that I am actually actively participating in, things that I might do in the future, and then things I'll probably never do. Okay. So I have my little list here. So I'm going to go ahead and read them to you. So number 1, and they're not necessarily in any particular order, but I just kind of have them listed. Now, this first one, 100%, you are going to see me doing a whole lot more of this in 2025 because I used to do it a lot in 2020, 21, and 22. And I just got really busy in my business and I just really stopped doing it as much. And so you're going to see me doing a whole lot of this in 2025, which is reacting to viral content. Okay. Reacting to already viral content. Why is that important? Depending upon what type of content you are creating, viral reactions can be super beneficial for you. Okay. So for me, I teach social media and I teach video marketing. So if I am actually reacting to content that has gone viral, I get this amazing opportunity to repost content that is already viral, which has viral potential to my accounts. Okay. Number 2, I get to showcase my expertise as I break down why that particular video has gone viral. And then I can share with my community how they can implement those same things in their content. Because as someone that is a consultant, we make money when people hire us to help them with their businesses on social media with video. And the more people can see me and see my expertise, the more I am out there in people's faces, the more I am seen as an expert that will help them with their video. Okay. Now let's just say that you're a health person and you want to showcase like what people are doing right or what they're doing wrong or what have you. I've seen a guy on TikTok. I'm sure he's on all the other platforms. And some of the content he reacts to is where someone is saying that some guy in the gym was staring at them or whatever. And sometimes the dude is being a douche, right? And the video went viral and the guy is reacting to the guy being a douche. Sometimes the person is actually misinformed, that they're making something that out of nothing. And so the guy says, hey, you're putting this guy on blast and all he did was check himself out in the mirror. He wasn't even looking at you, right? And so his content where he's giving commentary does amazing things for him. I always talk about Dr. Mary Claire Haver. She's the owner of The Pause Life, and she wrote the book called The New Menopause, Well, she reacted to a lot of content for years. Oh my God, for years, where she was teaching on like what's happening with a woman, what's happening with a woman's body in perimenopause and menopause, and how we're all basically being gaslit by our doctors, and then how just a lot of study has not been done on the female body, and so she has reacted to a lot of content like kind of negatively, and it really blew her up as an expert. Not saying that you should react negatively to people's content. I'm just giving you an instance of like, here are these times when you can take content that is already very successful and you can react to it. Not everybody's talking about that because that is one of those secret sauces, but that is something that we are heavily bringing back into my content creation like journey because it works really well and it showcases my expertise. Number 2, the second secret that people are not really talking about right now is how much money people are making from threads. Oh my God, the amount of money that people are making from threads. So I haven't really put a lot of time and attention into my threads. I need to, but I do make about, let me see, about $215 a month I'll make from just posting content on threads. Okay. Now, the way that threads works is that when you post things on threads, each thread has to reach at least 750 views, like impressions, and then it is counted. So most people start out with like $75 you can make for that month. And Threads says you have to get these many threads that reach 750 views or impressions on them in order for you to get the dollar amount, right? And so then once you reach that threshold for the month, the next month they will extend it and they'll offer you more. And then each month it gets more and more and more and more. So last month I was going for $500. I did not make it. I was too busy, but I ended up making $215. Now, I don't know about you, but $215, that's my gas. That's a lot of my food. That's my cat's stuff every single month. That's a lot of money from just posting content on threads, written content. But a lot of people are just not talking about it, but they're making a significant amount of money. I know people that go to Reddit and they'll find a thread on Reddit and they'll post a thread on Reddit as a thread. And guess what happens? These are already viral posts. So these things go viral on threads and they end up making a significant amount of money just by reposting people's written content on threads. I'm not saying that that's what you should do, but I'm saying here's one of those secret things that people are not doing. Now, one of the things that I'm having our team do is when I have content and I am teaching on a thing, I am having our team work on the strategy of taking the bullet points from that content and posting them as threads, right? So for example, I can post a thread this week that said 7 social media secrets nobody's talking about. Thread, and then the first one is number 1, reacting to viral content. Then I can explain more about that. And then the second thread, it could be making money on threads. And I can just keep doing that and keep doing that and keep doing that, right? With already content that I am talking to you about here, I can just turn it into written form. Again, people are making a significant amount of money on threads and they're not talking about it. All right. Number 3, the third social media secret that people are not talking about in 2025 is reposting viral reels as trial reels. Listen, oh my God, reposting reels as trial reels. Let me explain. So if you go through your Instagram account, if you go through your reels, you are going to see all of your most top performing content, right? Whether it's 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, whatever. Listen, as long as you got the raw footage of those reels, okay, or just remove the watermark, you can upload those videos to Instagram, but make them trial reels. Now, what is a trial reel? A trial reel is basically where you're posting a video and it does not go on your grid, right? And your followers don't see it. Okay. So for example, I did a video on how to use a 3-second timer on TikTok, whatever, right? I can take that video. If it's already doing well on Instagram, I can re-upload it on Instagram Reels and then click trial reels. Okay. And then that trial reel will get pushed out to non-followers. Why would somebody want to do that? Because if you're trying to grow an account on Instagram, of course, you want to reach your non-followers, right? More than anybody. And we saw somebody who posted trial reels for 30 days and they gained 800,000 followers. Trial reels for 30 days and they gained 800,000 followers because the only people seeing the content were brand new people. What do you have to lose, right? You've already got the content. It's already been posted. If you're already creating content on Instagram, repost that content as trial reels. Nobody's really talking about it, but people are doing it in secret, but I'm telling you about it. All right. So number 4, the fourth secret in 2025 that people are not talking about is making more money as affiliates. Making more money as affiliates. Let me explain that. Yes, you can make money through Amazon stores and all that, but I'm more so talking about promoting other people's products and software. Let me explain. So there's a software that I was using previously, and they give me, I think it's like 40% split every single month when someone pays for the software that they bought. So I promoted this software, not heavily, but a little bit. And right now I'm getting paid about $250 a month from that software because somebody purchased it, they continue to use it, and I'm getting the split, right? So I said to myself, okay, what software do I continue to use? Am I paying for that they give a high commission? And I made a whole list of that. And now I am like, okay, I love this software. I have a community of people. I am going to promote that software only all this year. All the products that I use only, right? So I have like a tripod I use on my desk, promoting that only, right? Why? Because if I'm getting $1, right, every single time somebody pays for their monthly software, if I get 100 people, then that's $100, right? But most of the software, you're going to get paid at least like $40, $50, $100. Let's just say it's 50, right? If I can get 50 people paying for a software and I get paid, $100 per person, that is a lot of money. Is that $5,000? I'm pretty sure it's $5,000. That's a lot of money that you get paid, right? A lot of money from promoting a software that I already use. And so for me, instead of working on one-off deals with brands this year, I love brand deals. I'm really going after the software that I already use because I got reoccurring expenses. My team is reoccurring. My Wi-Fi is reoccurring. Everything in my life is reoccurring. I might as well have reoccurring revenue coming in from things I've done one time. I know so many people that make multiple 6 figures from affiliates just because they promoted a software to their community and their community uses it and they keep making money. Like a lot of these affiliate marketers have YouTube channels, and in their YouTube channels, they're promoting different things. And people are buying those things when they reach their channel. So nobody's really talking about it as much, but it's a huge way to make money, especially if you are building an online business and you're using some kind of software. All right, number 5, the 5th secret people are not talking about in 2025 is more people are launching YouTube channels than ever. More people are launching YouTube channels than ever. Why is that? You know I love TikTok. That is my jam. I love me some TikTok. I love Instagram. However, the number one platform that pays people the most money is YouTube. The number one platform that pays people the most money is YouTube, especially because if you are creating content that people are searching for, right, over time, you'll start making a significant amount of money. Like right now, I'm making about $200 a month from my YouTube channel. Not very much money at all, right? But it's still $200 a month from my YouTube channel. So what are we doing on YouTube? We are putting more emphasis on making my YouTube channel better. But I see way more people creating YouTube channels because they understand the value, one, of long form content and how YouTube is paying. But also we have an understanding that like if someone subscribes to you on YouTube, they are more loyal to you than they are on other social media platforms. How do we know this? Well, one of the things that we know is that there's all these different events, right? Like VidCon is one of them. And there are some times when they will have TikTok creators are hosting a meetup and they will have these many people, right? And then a YouTube creator is hosting a meetup and they'll have these many people, right? So I think it was last year VidCon, they said there was way more TikTok creators that were hosting meetups. And the people on the trade show floor was shocked by how less of a fan base was there. They're like, usually they're used to so many people just going crazy and just all these kids and just craziness. But the difference between 2023 and 2024 is they had way more TikTokers that were hosting meetups. So their fan base isn't as loyal. They're not buying tickets and flights and hotels the way that the fan base is on YouTube, right? And I know that sounds kind of crazy, but the data is the data. You know what I mean? And so because of that, people are seeing the value of creating a YouTube channel, creating a loyal following. And not to mention, people will pay me more money to create a YouTube video than they will a TikTok video or an Instagram. I only have 7,900 subscribers on YouTube, but I have 500,000 on TikTok and 32,000 on Instagram. But they'll still pay me way more for something on YouTube. Okay. So that's number 5. Number 6, the 6th secret for social media in 2025 is creator search insights on TikTok. So not everybody's talking about this. You know, when it first came out, everybody was talking about it, but they're not talking about it as much. And here is the deal with TikTok. So TikTok has this new feature that's called Creator Search Insights. And there's a lot to it, but the short version is that if you go into your search bar and you type in Creator Search Insights, TikTok is going to show you, here is what is currently trending. Here is what your followers are currently engaging with and watching and all that type of stuff. Here are content gaps based on your account, my account. Here are things people are searching for that there's not enough content on the platform about. And if you create content on that subject matter, when people are searching for that particular type of content, they're going to find you. Okay. So right now I created a video for TikTok called How to Use the 3-Second Timer. Okay. Now there are videos on TikTok for that, but there's not as many. Why would I create that? Because new people are coming to TikTok every single day. Now, I know people are thinking TikTok's going to get banned, but I'm pretty sure that TikTok, President Trump and the US are working on whatever deal. They're going to announce whatever deal whenever that happens. And they're going to say TikTok is safe for Americans. What's going to happen from there? Millions of people are going to rush over to TikTok. And then they got to figure out how in the world to create content on TikTok. So I'm starting to create content that teaches all the basic how-tos of TikTok. And because the how to use the 3-second timer feature on TikTok is in the creator search insights, when people start searching for that particular topic, my video is going to come up in that search. So people that really are focused on SEO and getting the biggest bang for their buck on TikTok are creating content around that what people are searching for. Now, it's important to know this. It's not quite applicable to Instagram because you can't really search on Instagram the way you can on TikTok. But the same thing you've done on TikTok, you can put it up on YouTube Shorts. It becomes searchable on YouTube, and it also becomes searchable on Google. Okay. So people are not talking about it, but you should do it. All right. Okay. Now let's get down to number 7. The 7th secret that people are not talking about in 2025 for social media is paid faceless accounts. Now, this is the one thing I am not currently doing. Why? I am really busy with my business and with my life, but maybe later in 2025. Faceless accounts and getting paid from them. Okay. Now, have you ever gone to accounts on social media and they're showing movie clips or they're talking about celebrities? You hear these voiceovers and it's like it's AI, but you watch it anyway. People have launched all these faceless accounts and they're making a significant amount of money from faceless accounts. They never have to film themselves. They never have to speak in videos, but they're learning how to use AI and uploading it to platforms that pay them. A lot of people are making a lot of money like this on Threads, on Facebook, and on TikTok. So one thing you may not understand, and I didn't include this, but Facebook, the amount of money you get paid on Facebook is next level. That's a whole other video for another day. But people are making a significant money from these faceless accounts because they're creating it one time and they're putting it on a Facebook Reels that pays a lot, Threads that pays a lot, and then TikTok that pays a nice amount of money through the creator rewards program. Okay. So if you're somebody and you're like, I don't necessarily create content with my face, I want to be able to make money online, then learning how to create a faceless account using AI is a really, really great way to start making money. So those are the top 7 things that I am seeing that people are doing in 2025 that folks are not talking about. If you have questions about this, ask me in the comment section, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'm always helping you grow on social media as well as making money online. So thank you so much for listening and watching.